In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. It's Brandon Powell with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
We go start. Red 80. Red 80. Red 80.
Man in motion here. Looking to throw right away. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. So 2nd down coming up.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Second and 10 now. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick 6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Powell now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Go, sack.
Darnold now to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Texans will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
Stroud in the air to start us off. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Oh, ready? Buggy. 11. Under. Hey, south. Tonight.
From the gun, Stroud. On the move, headed right. And that's good for a gain of 5. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Look the hot. 19 Texas.
Stroud now on 3rd. Diggs there to bring it in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down, Stroud. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Try and get in it to Nico Collins. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, uno more. Hey.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Avoids the sack.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
They send a man in motion. Throwing on third down, Stroud. Sends it to Diggs along the sideline. And he's at the 40-yard line.
That's good for Texans. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
All set up now for first and 10.
On the quick, right?
Putting a receiver in motion.
Buggy. 11. Hey, south.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Alert to hot. Out to the right.
Man in motion here.
Out to the right. 19 Texas. Hey, Uno Mars.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And this one's incomplete, too low as it skips off the ground. This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
What's that? Hey, Uno.
Shotgun now for Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. Great-looking catch. That sideline and win out of bounds. We've got fourth down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10.
Here we go. Under. Buggy. 11. Hey, south. Hey.
Here's Stroud. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Houston. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Powell now to return. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Big gain downfield. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings lower the deficit to a single possession. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And now the Vikings lining up, going for two.
Ready?
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
Ready? Set.
He's throwing for it! And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Oh, ready? Hey! 19 Texas. Under. Why Tony? Tony. None.
Throwing is Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
No. Oh, ready? Look the hot. Good.
Here's Stroud now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Uno more. Hey, uno. 12. Hey.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go. Buggy. 11. Oh, bro. Hey, south. Why Tony? Look the hot.
They're going for this. He connects downfield on 4th. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the 1st.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey.
Pass taken in by Diggs. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First and 10 from the 41.
Hey, south. Ow, what's that? 19 Texas. Tonight.
Still sticking with the passing game. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Uno more. Speed left, speed left. Tonight.
Stroud to throw again on second. He's on the move. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
All right.
Stroud from the pistol. He fires one deep down the middle. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Stroud now on fourth down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That'll be a 20-yard hit on fourth down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
So close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
Completed to Collins. The ball is out. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
11. Hey, south. Why Tony?
Throwing now, following the turnover. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And what will they dial up on third and short?
Here we go. Route to the right.
Man in motion, out of the slot.
Route to the right.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's incomplete left side.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Under. Look to hot. Nike Texas.
Stroud. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Tank Dell the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans lead by 15 now. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Ty Chandler to return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 9-point game. Not much luck trying for 2. This time, they'll send out the kicking team. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And they were all over this one. They stop him short, and the fake fails. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
Oh, hey. Hey, Uno Mars.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. They've got a man in motion.
Under.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now up by 15 in the opening quarter. Nico Collins with a touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans take a 16-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Powell now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
To throw, here's Darnold. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Oh, hey. Why Tony?
From the gun, Stroud. Dumps it off to his running back. And in for the Houston touchdown. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans stretch the lead to 23. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Powell now to return. And the return sets them up just... That's the end of 1, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's an early advantage for the Texans. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's Jefferson. He's got it. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 27. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They'll send him over right. They go play action on first. Fits it through the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They send a man in motion. From the red zone now. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
He's throwing for it! Oh, brother, it's another interception! And they aren't going to get there. He's pushed out of bounds, and the try for 2 does not work. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
All right. Buggy. Oh, bro. Look the hot.
To the air, Stroud. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Putting a receiver in motion. Stroud throwing here on first. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
And that will not be enough for a first down. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming.
Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
Here's Stroud now. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Ow, that's right. Buggy. Flat. 11. Hey, south. Right.
Stroud from the pistol. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Route to the right.
Man in motion here.
Route to the right. Good.
Back now, pressure on its way. Buys time, rolling right. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Vikings, they're stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds a man right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk-reward, and that time, well, there was...
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Here's Reichard, set to kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Oh, ready.
They've got a man in motion.
Why, Tony? Hey.
1st down, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hey. 19 Texas.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Under.
Slot man motioned over.
Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans who have 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, uno. Buggy.
Stroud off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Hey,
They send a man in motion.
11. Good eye.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he makes the Hets go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Diggs there to bring it in. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Oh, right.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans push the lead up to 12. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Red 80. Yo, son. Yo, 80. Red 80. Red 80. Yo, 80. What's up?
Darnold now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Yo, son. Yo, 80. Red 80. Red 80. Red 80.
Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. To the air, third and long. He's got a man left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He'll throw it. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Forced out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
South.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. He's going deep. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
All right.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. Mechie hauls it in. And he'll get it up to the 44. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Here we go, let's go. Why Tony? Look to hot.
Trying again, following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
19 Texas. South. Oh, ball.
Man in motion here. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's going deep this time. That's complete inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tank Dell the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans go up by 19. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Powell now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here goes side.
To throw, here's Darnold. He lets one fly deep downfield. Has the connection to Hockenson. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing this back in the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Yo, lady. Red lady. Yo, lady. Race up.
Here's Darnold. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Nike Texas. We speed left, speed left. Hey, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno. Hey, Uno. Tonight.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Drop to the right.
They've got a man in motion.
Drop to the right. Buggy. 11. Hey, south. Why Tony? Tonight.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They send a man in motion.
Yo, lady. Yo, lady. Yo, lady.
Darnold. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone now. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from his own end zone, he finds Woods. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field, because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
First down, Stroud. He fires one deep down the left sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. You know, Brock, I'm going to admit a little bit of surprise here. As pass-heavy as this league has become, that this record isn't at least challenged a little more often. But finally, just like that, someone has conquered it.
And now, Kate, now there is a new single-game record for everyone to chase when it comes to those passing yards. I know as a former quarterback, we love seeing this record challenged, and we want to see just how high people will take it in the future.
Working inside the red zone. Pass is caught at the 9. And he drives it down to the 8 before going out. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Here we go. Hey! 11. Hey, south. Hey!
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Here we go. Why Tony? Under. Look the hot.
Stroud from the pistol. Looking, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Hey!
Putting a receiver in motion. Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Oh, eh? Oh, bro. 19 Texas. Hey, Uno Mars.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's out the clear. Into the red zone. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
He's throwing for it! And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Wow, what's that? With speed left, speed left.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds the in route complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first. Shotgun now for Stroud. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Route to the right.
Man in motion here.
Route to the right. Hey, uno. Buggy. 11.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Under.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans have likely locked up the win right there. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans push their lead to 18. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Throwing from the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Darnold looking to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Texans take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Look the hot, look the hot.
From the gun, Stroud. Finds Woods. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Here we go, let's go.
First and
Hey,
10
Uno
at
Mars,
the
Uno
20-yard
Mars, Uno
line.
Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Hey!
And they send a man in motion.
Tonight.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Couldn't connect there. Incomplete.
Intended for
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Uno. Buggy. 11. Tonight.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and hope.
And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He throws a bullet down the right. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds too. Oh, I don't believe it. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Darnold. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings putting up points in a game decided. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing here, Darnold. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
Texans 63, Vikings 44.
Down by 3 scores. Their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. Oh, the Vikings got to it first. They get it back. All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was 2 things, Cade. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2. Here's Darnold. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans have it once again after yet another interception. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Returns looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Don't worry. Under. Hey, south. Why Tony? Look the hot. 19 Texas.
Back to throw, Stroud. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Completed to Collins. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's going to push one deep down the right. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Vikings have some new life in the 4th.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Jordan Addison, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life. And timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
2nd and 10 now. Has the connection to Jones. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Darnold now to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down from the red zone. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Darnold to throw. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a one-score game in the 4th. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
11. Hey, south.
First down, Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And they get this down to the 28.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Why, Tony?
From the 28. They did it! He made the interception! And the Vikings have some new life in the 4th. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover, so it'll be 2nd down. To throw, here's Darnold. He'll get this to Jefferson. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Vikings losing by 7. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Here he is to throw. Able to find Jones. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 taxi. You speed left, speed left.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Only quick, right? Route to the right, route to the right. Route to the right. Hey, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Hey, Uno. Buggy.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Vikings take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
We're going to sack.
He'll look to throw it. Jones reels it in. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing now. The throw is caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Darnold. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game...
And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
Texans 63.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
That's what the best special teams units do, Kate. Right there, they just counterpunch. Yeah, they just took one to the chin. They looked up at the scoreboard, they're down, but that special teams unit, they took it upon themselves to fight back, and they've set this offense up with great field position.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh, what a play! He pulls in the Hail Mary and wins this game! For students of this incredible game, Brock, they'll know just how incredible a finish we all just witnessed. Very rarely does a game end on a walk-off touchdown, and even rarer does it happen on that type of home run play.
Yeah, these fans, they came here hoping for a good game, and they got a great one. They were all just treated to what you and I were treated to, one of the most memorable finishes we've ever called.
So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.